Good morning, and welcome to the 2022 Spring Sports Awards. First, I'd like to say a few thank yous to Mr. Roden and Dr. Binger. Thank you for all your support. Thank you to Mrs. Ragsdale in the office for all the emails and all your help with the website and everything. Thank you, Mrs. Ragsdale. To the faculty for your continued support and cooperation with the student athletes. The spring we have a lot of dismissals early, and I know it disrupts classroom time. So thank you so much, faculty. I really appreciate it. I think he's in the back, but thanks to Mitch for treating all the athletes. We appreciate everything you do, Mitch. Thank you to all of you that went out to support. I think we even had fans at a golf match this year, tennis. Okay, it's really good stuff. So thank you to the student cheering section. Thank you, appreciate it. A huge round of applause to our coaches. None of this success would happen without them. So thank you to the coaching staff. I appreciate working with you. To Mr. Cosroy, he had to step out for a second, but for those that don't see him a lot or know him a lot, he's a huge help to me behind the scenes. We traveled to Tucson for golf. We went out to tennis. He's just everywhere and has just been a face of this program for about 43 years. So thank you to Mr. Cosroy. And finally, to these student athletes, what a great spring you had. From all 5 teams playing in the playoffs, to golf finishing 3rd at state, and finally to the girls and boys tennis team capping it off with state championships. Congratulations to all the athletes. I certainly hope the journey that you took this past spring was rewarding. Now on to the ceremony, and let's start with golf and Coach Sullivan with the golf team. Come on out to the stage.
Yep. Good morning, everyone. Upper school golf team had a wonderful season. Coach Morgan and I were pleased with how the team performed. We had some fantastic experiences together during our weekend trips to various tournaments throughout the state. We finished regular season play ranked number 4 in the state, and our play secured us a berth in the state tournament in Tucson. In that tournament, we had some notable performances. Devin Amin, 76 in the first round, 78 in the second round. Sammy Marks, 78 in the first round. Jacob Sonnenschein, 78 in the second round. Overall, our team finished the season number 3 in the state, and Coach Morgan and I were incredibly proud for how they battled and competed. I'd like to take a few minutes and recognize some individual players with Coaches Awards. The first award winner, very dedicated to their craft. They don't have off days. Constantly working on their game and on their fitness. Their prowess in our impromptu greenside plank challenges became legendary, particularly because they do their planks the right way. They are driven to improve, and Coach Morgan and I are looking forward to coaching them next season. Our first Coaches Award goes to Annabelle Winsinger. Our second Coach's Award goes to the player who is just a great teammate. He's always positive, always treating people on our team and the other team with respect. His positivity is infectious. He never complains unless it's when we consider stopping at Del Taco after a match, and then he might have something to say. Coach Morgan and I are excited to coach him again next season. Our second Coach's Award goes to Jacob Sonnenschein. Our third Coach's Award goes to a dynamo of a player. Pound for pound, he hits the ball farther than anyone in the state. He finished 13th at the state tournament. He's continuously moving and thinking and moving and thinking and spilling, particularly large Cane's lemonades on our bus rides, and we love him for it. Coach and I are looking forward to coaching him next year. Our third Coach's Award goes to Devin Amin. I'd also like to recognize a 4-year award winner. I often say to this player, how the heck are you a senior? Weren't we just standing next to the 18th green at Omni when you were a freshman? His time on this team has been wonderful. It's gone by so quickly. He's been a great player for PCDS with a talent for the game of golf and a knack for rising to the occasion, whether in a match, a tournament, or a practice drill. He's on to great things at Duke next year. Thank you, Sammy Marks, for your contribution to our golf team and our program. Team, I thank you for a wonderful season. Coach Lewis, thank you for the opportunity to coach again this spring.
Thank you, Coach Sullivan, and thank you again to the golf team. That third place finish was the best in school history. Next year, they will be challenging for a state title, so that'll be exciting. The legend is back in the house. I thanked him when he was gone, but how about a huge round of applause for Coach K? Okay, and now let's call up Coach Jamie and the softball team. Come on up.
All right. Fix this guy. All right, on behalf of Coach E and myself, we would like to say what an honor it was to coach such a wonderful group of student athletes. We had a small but mighty team of 11. These girls had heart and loved the game. Through practice and games, this team developed an internal drive to become stronger athletes. We are so proud of the development and skill that these girls have gained, but most importantly, how they carry themselves as a team. They came a long way from where they started from back in February. Not only did this team focus on improving their athletic skills, but even more so improving their overall character and defining what it truly meant to be a team both on and off the field. We are so looking forward to seeing where this team goes in the coming years, and we are so proud of all of you for what you accomplished this year. All right, so our first Coach's Award goes to an athlete who presented herself with a calm, positive attitude on and off the field. She never seemed to be rattled by calls or plays. This athlete came out to practices and games and did whatever was asked of her with a smile and with a sense of humor. She formed great relationships with umpires, trusting relationships with her teammates, but more specifically with her pitchers. She is a respected teammate and stood out in our eyes as a leader. She finished out the season with a .521 batting average, a .635 on base percentage, and a .75 slugging percentage. Please join me in giving a round of applause for Natalie Vu. All right, number 2. Our second Coach's Award goes to an athlete that really took charge this season. She was well respected by her teammates and possessed all the qualities that define what it means to be a leader. She leads by example. This season, she played the most positions out of anyone on the team. On any given day, you could find her playing first base, shortstop, center field, and pitching. She was always helpful and encouraging to her coaches and her teammates. She gave 110% in everything that was asked of her and was really the glue that held this team together. Today, she will not only be receiving a coach's award, but she will also be a recipient of a 4-year award. We are so proud to honor our captain this season, Miss Sabrina Bailey.
So your 4-year award will be here for the third division voting.
All right. And our final award, our final coach's award, goes to an athlete that has never missed a practice. She's a hard worker and always wants more. This athlete has grit, attitude, and is determined to be the best at everything she does. She is number 1 in every single team stat category. This girl led the 2A conference in all of Arizona with some incredible stats. She finished the season with a batting average of .648, which was number 3 in the 2A conference, but number 14 in the state of Arizona. She was number 4 in the 2A conference with a slugging percentage of 1.259 and an on-base percentage of .732. She had 23 stolen bases, 1 no-hitter under her belt this year. She pitched, played shortstop a few times, but most of all, she was the core of our outfield, dominating in center field. Most recently, this athlete was awarded the honor of 2A Metro Player of the Year. This talented athlete is definitely one to watch for years to come. So our final coach's award goes to Katie Hendrickson.
Yes, and as you heard, Katie, 2A Metro Region Softball Player of the Year for 2022. Congratulations, Katie. And I'd also like to read the 2A Metro recognitions. The certificates will be here soon. We'll start with honorable mention. Katie Eckerman and Evelyn Serpa, honorable mention. Congrats. All-Region Second Team, Emma Sorensen, Grace Whalen, and Gabby Gala. Congrats. And our All-Region First Team, Sophia Udell, Sabrina Bailey, Jaden Jones, and Natalie Vu. Congratulations, girls. And thank you, Coach, and there's your softball team. Congratulations. And now I'd like to call up to the podium Coach Kai and the baseball team. Come on up.
Josh? All right, looks like we're all here. Good morning, Eagles. Coach Matt, Coach Gomez, and I all had a wonderful season with this group of young men up here. This year we had a great season. We won 14 games, which, as far as my limited research could show, was the third most since 2006 that we've won here as a baseball team at PCDS. As a team, we led the 2A conference in strikeouts. As a pitching staff, we are 7th in the 2A in ERA. And as a team, we hit the 3rd most home runs in the 2A conference. So we had some impressive team stats this year to go along with our very good record. We made playoffs. We won a home playoff game, which, again, as far as my limited research could tell, was one of the first, if not one of the only, home playoff games we have had here at PCS and won. So that was a pretty good accomplishment. And unfortunately, our playoff run ended against Tombstone, which ended up going to the Final Four. So it was a very good season. I'd like to recognize 3 players for our Coaches Awards. Our first player is a great teammate. He's a leader. He brings great energy every day in practice and in games. One of my favorite memories of this player was I had recently inserted him into the cleanup position, which was not what he was not accustomed to. Okay, a cleanup hitter is usually a big, strong, home run hitting type. I briefly said, you know, you don't have to try to do too much in the cleanup position. And then we went down to Horizon Honors, and in the first inning, he had a 2-run homer that led us to victory. So he was our, I always said, now he's my real cleanup hitter. The first coach's award goes to Adam Burns. Our next coach's award goes to a player who I like to, when I think about this player, I think about consistency. This player never missed a practice. He was always there early, one of the first ones to arrive at practice, which on my team was a rare skill. A lot of us were pushing the bounds of lateness on a regular basis. He never missed a practice. This year I asked him to step in and take a large role as a pitcher. Last year we left him on the mound at Scottsdale Christian, and he gave up about 12 runs in an inning. This year he showed tremendous improvement, was a model of consistency on the mound, and also showed us his incredible ability to do splits at first base, making some incredible plays at first base. Our second coach's award goes to Ben Lewis. And our third coach's award goes to another player who never missed a practice. My favorite memory of this player was during our tournament. It was during community time, and the whole middle school, as you know, was right by our baseball field. Much of you guys were out there watching our game, and this player was enjoying an incredible week of batting success, and he ended up hitting a home run, and the whole crowd just erupted. So it was really cool. We usually don't have that big a crowd at the baseball game, so it was a fun memory to have. This player led the 2A conference in home runs. Our third coach's award goes to Tim Moriarty. I also have a 4-year award to award today. This player has been the ace of the pitching staff since his first day as a freshman. He led 2A in strikeouts the last 2 seasons by himself as a pitcher. He will represent PCDS and himself at the Arizona Baseball Coaches Association All-Star Game on Memorial Day weekend on the 1A to 3A team. Cole Sorosky. Yep. You want to go? Okay, that's it. Guys, we look forward to having another great season next year. Thank you, everyone, for your energy and dedication to the baseball team. Thank you.
Don't leave. 2A Metro recognition and the softball baseball division recognition we voted on Thursday. So we have some players in the running for that, but I'll give the 2A Metro recognition. So honorable mention, Frank Kaplan, Zane Lateef, and Logan Rose. All Region second team, Ben Lewis, Jake Tucker. All Region first team, Cole Sorosky, Adam Burns, and Tim Moriarty. And I have 2 special recognitions. The 2A Metro Region Baseball Offensive Player of the Year is presented to Tim Moriarty. And another special recognition, the 2A Metro Region Baseball Coach of the Year is presented to Kai Etheridge. And there's your baseball team. Thank you, Coach, and congrats to baseball on a great season. And now I'd like to call up Coach Hull and Coach Hull. And the boys and girls track team, come on up to the stage.
Well, as you can see by the number of people on the stage, our third year of having track and field has grown exponentially, and hopefully that's a good sign for the future, especially since we are doing all of this without a facility, which in track and field is a real pain in the rear. Track's an interesting sport. One thing will drive you crazy, because our darn meets last 10 and 11 hours sometimes, which drives parents, coaches, and athletes nuts. And it's a weird sport in the sense that it's not somebody's opinion of how well you do. It's a stopwatch or a tape measure. So it's a really harsh reality sport. And I applaud all of these people for taking the time to participate in it. We had 11 kids qualify for the state tournament this year, 7 girls and 4 boys, by far the most we've ever had. In our state tournament, we compete in 3 divisions combined together. So we have what you would call 1A, 2A, and 3A are all combined together in our Division 4. So it's a really tough division. Out of that, we had a number of people that placed. Elliot Wessel was second in the pole vault, 14 feet. Sam Novak was third in the pole vault at 12 feet 6 inches. And Jason Lynn was seventh in the pole vault at 11 feet 6 inches. So an outstanding job by the male vaulters. One of our most pleasant surprises was a 6th place finish in the 200 meters by our man LaQuay Jerkins. The girls as a team finished 7th overall, and very, very competitive. Most of the schools we went against have 3 times as many kids as we have. We had one athlete, Kimmy Cahoon, who was the state champion in the mile and the 2 mile, and was runner-up in the 800 meters. Ella Brennis finished 8th in the 200 meters, or I'm sorry, the 3,200 meter. And our 4x8 relay team finished 3rd, and that was Anna Sable, Jenna Powell, Ella Brennis, and Kimmy Cahoon. Just a couple little seasonal notes. Elliot did have a pole vault during the year of 15 feet, which was 5th all-time. When I say all-time, I mean 50-plus years in Division 4 track and field, and he was in the top 10 regardless of school size in the state of Arizona. He's going on to vault at Yale next year, so we wish him the best there. Sam Novak was the #1 freshman in the state of Arizona in the pole vault, regardless of school size. And a heck of an accomplishment, and he was the 2nd all-time freshman in D4 history. And once again, Kimmy Cahoon had a huge breakthrough PR at the state meet this year, last week, and took a top 10 all-Arizona time of 11:04, which for those of you who think into college recruiting terms, that's legitimate D1 talk. So she had an outstanding year, and she also is 10th all-time in the mile, and she's a sophomore. So Kimmy's got a bright future. So we got a couple coaches awards for the boys. Not surprising, it's in the pole vault crew. We have coaches awards for Sam Novak and Elliot Wessel. And we've got a 4-year plaque for Elliot. And on the girls' side, we have a coach's award for another pole vaulter. We have an outstanding pole vault group that's coached by Coach Defer, who had to go home because his little boy was sick. But Michaela Yu, where are you? Is she here? Yee, and Michaela Yee. And then our 3 other coaches' awards go to our outstanding distance crew that were the top cross-country runners and track runners in the state, Kimmy Cahoon, Ella Brennis, and Jenna Powell.
Thank you, coaches. Congratulations to boys and girls track and field. I have a couple recognitions here. We have the AIA Division IV pole vault boys track and field runner-up, Elliot Wessel. And like Coach said, I have the AIA Division IV 800-meter girls track and field runner-up, presented to Kimmy Cahoon. And also the AIA Division IV 3,200-meter, 1,600-meter girls track and field state champion, presented to Kimmy Cahoon. Thank you again, coaches. Thank you again, track and field, on a great season. And finally, I'd like to call up Coach Keever and the girls and boys tennis teams. Come on up.
So did anybody bring the going crush?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna block everyone. All right, Coach, let's go. Coach. Forgive me, I got sidetracked with my team. Boys and girls high school tennis at Phoenix Country Day School is in great shape. I'd like to share, if you can bear with me, I'd like to share such a successful season. We have a motto about trying to crush our season, and orange? Crush! What, orange? Crush! Yeah, we crush it, congratulate them. If you don't know already, I'm so proud to tell you that your boys team and girls team are state champions during the same year. Let me tell you a little bit about their individual season. They were undefeated during the regular season. Boys team 11-0, girls team 11-0. What's amazing is the depth, not only the talent that we have at the top of the team, but the talent that we have throughout the team, regardless of where they play in singles and doubles. One stat I just want to leave, particularly one I want to leave you, their individual standing or match played during the season for individual matches. Again, I mentioned it was 11-0 team. Individuals was 98-1 for the boys side. Congratulations, boys team. Not to be surpassed by the girls' team, 98-1 as well. Congrats! What an amazing stat. So I already told you that the boys team and girls team are both state champions, but I want to recognize some individual accomplishments. We have 4 events also during the season: boys singles, boys doubles, girls singles, girls doubles, and you can qualify for a state tournament to compete as individuals. Out of the 4 events, we were ranked or seeded number 1 or 2 in all of those events. 3 out of the 4 events, we got to the finals. And I want to recognize Milan. She was a runner-up in state singles. Julia and Daniela, They were doubles runner-up in doubles, number 2 in this entire state. Tyler and Jacques were number 2 in entire state in doubles as well. Please give them our recognition, please. So I have so much to tell about this team. Let me cut it. Let me go to the Coaches Award, starting from the girls' side. Milan, as I just stated, she was runner-up not only this year, but she was runner-up last year. Congratulate to her for being in the finals of state individuals. But Milan is a person, if you see her hit a tennis ball, she hits a powerful ball. She's a strong leader for her team. And she has, like I mentioned before, she was a finalist for the last 2 years. Congratulations, Milan, once again. Second Coaches Award is an outstanding doubles player. I've been coaching tennis at Phoenix Country Day School for 20 years plus. Have had a chance to coach many talented players. Daniela, I believe, has been either one of the most, if not the most talented doubles player I've seen in the last 25 years of my coaching. Congratulations, Daniela. Julia. Julia is the big gun in the tennis team. She has this huge serve and huge forehand, feared by all of us, her teammates and her opponents. I want to congratulate her. She was a half of a team that got to the state finals in doubles. Julia, congratulations for the Coaches Award for yourself. On the boys' side, I can't like to recognize Ashton. 2-time state champion. This year he was seeded number 1. If you're not familiar with what that means, he was predicted the 1 state champion. Unfortunately, he was sick the morning of the tournament, had to withdraw. But at the end of the season, during team competition, he defeated the number 1 player in the state to get his comeback. So Ashton, congratulations. Also, one last note to Ashton. Ashton is the type of player, he's an all-court player. What that means, he's in your face, he's competitive, he's thriving, he's a problem solver, and he loves success, and he is very successful in the tennis court. We were very grateful to have him on the team for all 4 years as well. Ashton. Coaches Award for Tyler. Tyler is the creative guy in the team, in my mind. He's the problem solver. He's got what I call a high tennis IQ. He figures out how to win a match. He's so successful. He's got all kinds of tools that he has to become successful. He was one half of a team with Jacques to be runner-up in state championship doubles. Congratulations, Tyler. And now there's Jacques. Jacques, where's Jacques? He's not here. Oh, really? He's not here? Anyway, Jacques. All right. So Jacques is a person, when he enters a room, you know he's there. He brings an infectious energy wherever he is. If you hear someone yelling and screaming on the tennis court when he strikes a tennis ball, most likely it's Jacques. Congratulations to Jacques for the energy and the talent he brings to our tennis team. I would like to recognize the 4 years award, Elsa. Congratulations. What's great about Elsa brings more than tennis to the team. She brings a heartfelt kind of community. We appreciate your support on the team and off the team with your teammates. Congratulations, Elsa. On the boys' side, 4-year award, Ashton, Justin, and Sam. Please step forward. one last thought. It's really an incredible feat for a team to win both the boys and girls team titles at the same time. It's been about 10 to 12 years since we've done that in the past. So it's really a special time. So please give this team a special congratulations for something accomplished. They've done so special. Thank you.
Stay up here, Coach. Thank you, Coach, and congratulations to the boys and girls tennis team. I have a couple of recognitions here. We have D3 Section 7 Girls Tennis Singles Player of the Year presented to Milan Sewell. D3 Section 7 Boys Tennis Singles Player of the Year presented to Ashton Coder. And we have a D3 Section 7 Boys Tennis Doubles Players of the Year go to Tyler Tam and Jacques Severin. Justin Horlick says the offer is still open to trade. And finally, D3 Section 7 Boys and Girls Tennis Coach of the Year presented to Jerry Keever. Thank you, Coach Keever, and thank you, boys and girls tennis.